Before, sorry, before I even start the video with anything, I like to say viewer discretion is advised because some sensitive topics I think are gonna be explained in this video. So if you don't want to hear it, you can click off. Now, for those who have subscribed, thank you so much. I know who you are. So far, it's only friends, but I don't mind, you know? Okay. Being born and being not born. Something you can't control. Yet something so beautiful and so terrifying. Everybody either likes it or is just not a fan of it. Being born is something beautiful, but some people just don't want it. Don't want it, didn't want it, nothing. And to those people, I say, I hope you don't do what I think you're gonna do. If you do find this video, um, that's a little dark to start off with, but it's something I want to talk about. It's just been on my mind recently, so we're talking about it. So yeah, please don't do it. There's a lot of, if you think there's nobody around to try and help you, of course there is. Everybody's around. Someone cares. Even a stranger can care. Now let's talk about the good things about life. It's wonderful. You get to hang out with friends, see your mom and dad grow old. See, and if you have kids with wife, husband, whatever, it's beautiful watching them grow. Oh, I know I'm young. I will say that. I'm young. So I want to be able to say it's beautiful. But I do have really little cousins that amaze me every time they just grow. Like, for example, my youngest cousin, he turned like 3 or 4, like last, no, if it wasn't this month, it was last month. It shocked me. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. Like, what? It was beautiful, not gonna lie. There was a lot of people there that I didn't know. So I that's like the only bad thing, I guess. It was beautiful. And another thing that's really fun is having friends. Having friends, it's like having another part of you. I'll say that. To all my friends that are watching this, if you are watching it, thank you so much for being my friend, and thank you so much for just being around me. I know it's kind of hard to be around me sometimes, kind of, kind of not normal, I guess. I don't know. I feel like that's offensive. Am I gonna get canceled? Ooh, I'm sorry if that is offensive, but yeah. Um, Now let's talk about the negatives. As I mentioned earlier, it's beautiful to watch your parents grow, but the thought of them not being around anymore is something that is really terrifying. Like, your kids aren't gonna grow up with grandpa or grandma. I'm sure. I'm sure a lot of you didn't grow up with that. If you are watching this, I'm. I haven't grown up with a grandma. I'll tell you that. And every time someone brings up their grandma, I'm like, really? Because I never experienced anything, you know? experienced cookies from grandma. The only thing I feel like is grandma like that I've experienced is taking long walks with my grandpa. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. But back on topic, seeing people not being around anymore is something hard. And if someone recently isn't around anymore for you, if you're watching, I sincerely hope you get through that. It's a very hard thing to get through. I know my coach for indoor track, one of their relatives died recently, so I'm wishing them as much love as I can. Let's talk about the positives, which I know there it seems like there's no positives for not being around anymore. But think about the bad people. The bad people aren't around anymore. That means they're good. That's good. That's good. That's very good, because then we don't have more people like them, and because we don't have people like them, that means there's gonna be less people that are bad, which is very good. I don't know. I feel like a caveman explaining this, but I think it's right for me to talk like that because this is a very sensitive topic to some people. So yeah. I know this is kind of random going from FNAF to this, but I just feel like it's been on my mind recently, so I feel like I should at least make a video about it since I'm starting this YouTube channel. Life and not life is a really hard to conceive for us, because we know how we got here, reproductive stuff, but we don't know what happens after that. We don't know. We don't know how. We don't know where. We don't know anything about that. Which, okay, I don't know if okay. I'm gonna talk about religion. You can skip ahead a little bit. And talk about it briefly. So, you skip around 30 seconds. So, this is why I don't really know if I should believe any religion. Of course, I am Catholic, so of course I believe in heaven. But sometimes I doubt. Now, I'm not trying to hate on anything. I don't want to do anything about that. But it's really hard because we don't know if it's true or not true, I'm sorry. So, hi people who skipped, maybe? I don't know. So, back on track. Geometry Dash. Back on track. It's very hard for people to know because there have been people who died. I'm sorry, who have not been here and been here, which is really hard to believe them. I feel like it's very hard to believe them because some people have reported being in a waiting room, which is what? No way, It's honestly shocking that they remember anything because they're and then they're oh my god. Oh, it's crazy. It's a crazy world. It's also a small world. So that's why I want to say that you're not alone. Damn, that was dramatic change. But I do want to say you're not alone. You will never. Sorry for my parents, but you're not alone. You'll never be alone. I hope you find people that like you, and I hope people will be able to like you. That's basically it. That's basically all that's been on my mind. Thank you so much for watching.